today, well, it's almost night. I've been wanting to do this type of video for a while, because I think it's necessary, and I'm not doing it because I think I'm like the answer for everything, but I just want to share some of my tips on how to reach your goals. Okay, because some of y'all know me already. That some of y'all don't know me, but you know I'm an MMA fighter. Some of you know I rap. Um, but I'm gonna tell you exactly what I do and how I was able to achieve these goals. All right. So this message is for men and women, but I'm gonna try to teach y'all how to reach your goals, mostly men, because a lot of y'all out there have low self-esteem, and I don't like that. I want everyone to have high self-esteem. And on my thumbnail for this live, you see me getting ready to go fight in a cage, and I put that thumbnail to show that you can accomplish anything you want. Okay, so just so y'all know, for all the men out there, the young men and the older men out there, y'all can accomplish anything you want, because I became an MMA fighter because I had a dream. I had a dream. You know, most people thought I wasn't gonna do it. Most people thought I couldn't do it, and I believed in myself. I gambled on myself, and I want you to use me as an example for you, so you can realize that you also can achieve all your goals you want. Okay, and it's not far-fetched, because you have to understand, if you want to reach your goals, you got to block out all the noise. All right, you're gonna have lots of haters saying you can't do it, blah 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 blah, but you have to realize, if you want to do something, what's up, man? Hi, how you doing? How to pronounce your name? Sorry, Yorkshire. Yeah. So for all the men out there who want to reach their goals, I became an MMA fighter because I had the drive. I know it's a dangerous sport, but you know, sometimes in life you need to test yourself. You'd be surprised how much you can get done by just believing in yourself. And don't expect other people to believe in you, because you have to remember, some people don't have the same desires you have, the same drives that you have. Okay, because when I fought in the cage, my very first fight, people thought I was crazy. People thought I couldn't do it. Some laughed at me, I think. And ever since I was a little kid, I've always had a thick skin, because believe it or not, if you actually break everything down, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. I don't care which part of the world you live in. Nothing is impossible, because it's going to take heart and dedication. And also, you have to remember, the journey is also the fun part. All right? When I became an MMA fighter, I trained for a year first. Wait, I trained for like a couple years MMA, training before I had my first fight. And being an MMA fighter was one of my goals I had for a very long time. And I told myself, how can I become an MMA fighter? I took the steps, right? So the first thing you want to do is, if you have any goal, whatever it is, if your goal is to be a YouTuber, a doctor, a pilot, a fighter, whatever your goals are, guess what? You actually can achieve your goals. People don't know that. It's not impossible to reach your goals, man. I became an MMA fighter. I am also an acupuncturist. Yes. I'm also an actor. True story. I'm also a songwriter, a screenwriter, a rapper, a professor. I'm not making this up. And I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying it to let y'all know that if I could do it, y'all could do it also. One of the key things to reaching your goals is, you gotta block out all the extra noise. Okay? There are gonna be ups and downs. Remember, everything is a journey. Life is a journey. All right? Life is a journey. So always expect ups and downs. So if you have a goal, whatever it is, expect ups and downs. Okay? That's part of the journey. But the key is, you cannot give up on that journey. Most people give up thinking it's too hard or they can't do it. But I got news for you. Yes, you can do it. And it's not it's not rocket science. And I don't care which part of the world you're in. If it's India, if it's the States, if it's South America, wherever part of the world you at, whatever your situation is, you can get out of it. All right? And no goal is too big. No goal is too big for you. If you tell me you want to be an astronaut, I say go for it. You know, because the journey is always the fun part. All right. And trust me, once you reach one goal, you're gonna want then you're gonna want to reach another goal because it's fun now. It's fun now. But reaching your goals takes dedication. It takes strength. And you'd be surprised how strong you are on the inside. People don't know that. For all your men out there, you'd be surprised how strong you are on the inside. Okay? My first MMA fight, yes, I was nervous. Because my first fight, oh my gosh, I was nervous. Don't get me wrong. But I knew I trained hard. And I knew that's something that I wanted to do. All right? And if I could step into a cage and fight somebody who's trying to take my head off, then y'all could achieve your goals also. And my very first fight made front page of the newspaper because I just said, you know what? I just went boom because I knew I could do it. I believed in myself. Right? You have to believe in yourself. Don't expect other people to believe in you, because one thing I learned in life, just so you know, everybody, I'm actually 50 years old. So I say that to say I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot, you know. And well, nice to see you. What's up? What's up, Jose Gaming? Good to see you, Jose Gaming. Yes. I'm just trying to give all y'all some advice out there on reaching your goals. You know, most people don't know, you know, you have to understand, most people out there don't have any, you know, most people don't want to see you happy unless they're happy. So one way to reach your goals is you have to get rid of all the noise, okay? Get rid of all the haters. You're welcome, Jose. Welcome, Jose. I want to share my experience with everybody because just so you know, I'm actually an MMA fighter. I'm an acupuncturist. I'm a professor. I'm a actor. I've been in a movie. I'm a screenwriter. I'm a rapper. I'm all that. And I don't say that to brag. I say that to say if I could do it, y'all could do it too. And note whatever goals you have, you can make it. And one of the secrets also is that you have to enjoy the ride. Yes, the Warriors, you are right. If they're not happy, they don't care about you. That's one thing I learned in all my 50 years of life, you know. People who are unhappy don't want to see you happy. So another advice is, whatever goals you want to reach, I'm not saying keep it to yourself, but don't tell too many people, okay? Because negativity, you know, I'm all about energy. As an acupuncturist, we study energy a lot. And I don't like bad energy around me, okay? So every time I have a goal to reach, I tell a few people, but I don't tell everybody, because some people don't have the mind frame to actually want to do something. So because of that, they don't want to see you happy. And that's the truth. It's a sad truth, all right? Not saying they're bad people, but some people believe that they can't make it in life. I don't care where you are on this planet, which country you're in, which city you're in, whatever goals you have, you can achieve. How many stories you hear about boxers who came from nothing, MMA fighters who came from nothing, whatever, you know what I mean? There's many stories where people who are born in, you know, poor conditions, but they had the heart and the drive to make it. And like I said, they're going to be ups and downs, but believe it or not, it's actually, looking back at all my goals I try to reach, and I reach, yes, it was ups and downs, but I kind of have fun. Warrior said, it's good to learn how to navigate bad energy. Yes, energy is everything for me. And energy is real. You know, I'm not saying be around people. I'm not saying, you know, everything is positive. But if you keep hearing negative, you know, if you hear too much negativity, that can put a damper on what you want to do. So again, my advice is, whatever goals you have, just tell a few people. Because if you tell everybody, there's going to be a good percentage of them that's going to look down on you. Also, the harsh truth is, you know, most people are selfish. Again, if they're not happy, they don't want to see you happy. I'm going to say that again. Most people, if they're not happy with their life, they don't want to see you happy. Think about it. Have you ever gone to a store sometimes or anywhere and somebody, you know, a woman or a man just gets mad at you for nothing? You know, people who are miserable most of the time lash out at you. you know, yell at you for no reason. Okay, even if you are in a relationship, you know, your partner, your girlfriend could be like, you know, miserable, or your other partner. So my advice is, life is really short, y'all. Life is actually short. I know it's a cliche, but life is short. Don't waste your time being around people that's negative all the time, because it's gonna bring your energy down, and you don't want that. I had past ex-girlfriends before that had bad energy, and I didn't realize it at the time. You know what I mean? And some of my ex-girlfriends just had bad energy and were trying to bring me down. So I had to get out of there. Warrior said, I have fights over just looking at people and they get mad. Right, Warriors? Exactly. Because I guarantee you, those people you had a fight with are probably miserable. And, you know, life is already hard as it is. Life is already hard as it is. And why have negative people around you? Because those people are going to make your life even harder. I'm not saying the life. Okay, look. I'm not saying life has to be all peaches and cream. You know, I do believe in yin and yang. You know, good and bad, blah blah blah. But energy is everything, y'all. Energy is everything. I told a story this earlier. Believe it or not, I tried out in 2001, 2002. I tried out for a professional basketball team, and during the tryouts, the other one guy was hating on me. I'm like, wait a minute. And then I'm like, wow, these people are really selfish. I was at a tryout one time. I was trying out for a professional league, basketball league, and one of the guys there was actually hating on me, and I don't even know him. So that told me, wow, people definitely don't want to see you happy. So I have a very thick skin, okay? Because growing up in Miami, you know, Miami is a tough place to grow up in. And I used to play street basketball all the time, and I used to get in a whole bunch of fights and arguments with people, and people used to talk down to me. So that's why I had to work hard on myself. And I'm at a point in my life now that I have very thick skin. I don't care what anyone says about me, because I just see them as being the sad one. You know, I grew up in the Bronx. Oh man, okay, so yes. So yes, Warriors, say no more. I used to live in New York for a year, actually, in Brooklyn, and I visited the Bronx Zoo one time. So yes, I've been in New York for 1 year, and I was like, man, this is definitely a tough place. The Bronx is tough. I'm not gonna lie, the tough Bronx, Brooklyn is tough. I used to live off of Flatbush Avenue, in Brooklyn, on Ocean Avenue. And I went to the Bronx Zoo one time, me and my ex-fiance. And let me tell you, it was the Bronx is tough, man. So yes, Warriors, I know how it is. And looking back at it, you gotta use your experience to good or bad, to prepare yourself forward. All right? Again, I don't care what type of goals people have. Whatever goals you have, you can achieve it, man. And it's fun. Make the journey fun, because it's all about the journey at the end of the day. Yes, if you want to be a doctor or this and that, whatever, yes, it's fun reaching your goals, but the journey itself is actually fun. If you think about it that way, then you're going to be more likely to try to go forward even more, right? After I reach one goal, I'm off to the next one. Because again, to be able to fight in a cage, it takes some big balls, But that's something I knew I wanted to do it, and I don't want to have any regrets in life. The key is, y'all, have no regrets. Do not have any regrets. And for those of y'all who suffer from anxiety or anything like that, there's ways to control your anxiety, okay? Because if you think about it, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that hard. If you want to be an astronaut, be an astronaut. If you want to be, the best surgeon on earth, be the best surgeon on earth. Just remember, it's gonna take heart and dedication and commitment. But most and for all, I want people to be able to elevate their mind, elevate your mind, elevate your heart, no matter what you want to be. I tell people this all the time. It's not about the money for me. Chase the happiness, not the money. Everything else falls into place. You know, I'd rather be happy than rich. All right? I only have one regret at this point. Warrior says he has one regret. What is it, Warrior? What is it? Because, you know, again, have no regrets. You know? And technically I have one regret, but it's not a big one, but I kind of wish I wrestled in high school. I should have wrestled in high school. Because as an MMA fighter, I was a very good wrestler, but I never had that base, you know, that core base of wrestling. So that's one regret. That's one thing I do regret a little bit. I should have wrestled in high school because I love wrestling and I would have tried out for the Olympics. That's how much I love wrestling. But yeah, try to have as much little regrets as possible because what you don't want to do is you don't want to be old, you know, in your 80s or 90s saying, saying to yourself, I should have done this, I should have done that. Don't be that person. Don't be that guy. You want to achieve, you want to go for it. Because yes, sometimes people fall short of their goals, but just because you fall short of your goals don't mean it was a failure. You know, just the fact that you tried your best, to me, says a lot. You know, it could be scary out there. I would have loved to wrestle. My school didn't have that. Oh wow, man. See, that's the thing, right? I like that too. So the Warriors, she liked wrestling also. I love wrestling, man. I love wrestling. You know, I studied Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for years. You know, at age 27, after I stopped playing basketball, I started doing MMA. But I kind of wish I wrestled in high school also, right? Because wrestling to me is, I would have tried out for the Olympics. That's how much I love it. You know, so yes, it sucks that Warriors. It sucks that your school didn't have wrestling, man. For me in high school, I was in the high school band, and at that time our band was actually ranked very high, and I was in the basketball team for a while, but I never wrestled in high school, which I would have loved to wrestle in high school. I ain't gonna lie, boy. But yeah, so that's one thing I do regret. But other than that, I don't have that much regrets. I mean, I made it. Don't get me wrong. I made a lot of mistakes in my life now. Okay. Again, I used to date some women that had bad energy. You know, and I was younger, so I didn't get it at the time. You know, unfortunately, there's a lot of women out there. Not all of them, of course, not all of them, but there's some women out there that's gonna try to bring you down. You know, there's some women out there that's gonna, you know what I mean, try to discourage you. My advice for all the men out there: find a woman that's gonna lift you up. Find a woman that's gonna build with you, encourage each other. Okay, don't be in a relationship where that person is bringing you down. All right, and do not date narcissists. I'm gonna say it again. Do not date any narcissist. I used to date a narcissist also, and she drove me crazy. Okay, so again, this is all. It all comes down to the energy. Don't have any bad energy around you. Have good energy. I know it sounds straightforward, but it's really that straightforward. All right, that goes for your friends. That goes for your girlfriend or whatever. If people around you are always negative, it's gonna bring your energy down. You don't want that. And then if it brings your energy down, then you become less motivated to accomplish stuff. And then now you're stuck in a cycle. Oh my gosh. No. Get rid of all the bad energy. Okay. I'm not saying stop being friends with certain people. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying whatever goals you have, try to keep it to yourself. Okay. And then if people ask questions, just say, hey, I'm working on myself. Warrior said, I know like 8 people who got killed because 8 people. Wow. Wow. That's sad, man. Man, wow. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. You know, living in again, New York the Bronx is a rough place. Miami is a rough place. And I had a couple of times where, some girls I was, dating, were some bad girls, and It drives me crazy when some girls look for trouble. Some girls put their boyfriends in harm's way because the girl don't care. 8 people, that's a lot of people, man. And I bet you those same girls, once their boyfriends got killed or something, I bet you they went and found somebody else quickly. You know? That's sad, man. And wow. Sorry to hear that, man. That is crazy. One of my friends got you know, one of my friends got, stabbed in the heart by his girlfriend years ago, back in 1990 something. You know, one of my friends got, saying, stabbed by his girlfriend while he was sleeping in the heart, and he didn't make it. So yeah, man. So uh, so that's a very good point, warriors. Some women are gonna put you in harm's way. If you're dating a girl, your girlfriend, your wife, your fiance, if she's trying to put you in harm's way, that's a red flag, man. Because your woman is supposed to, you're supposed to protect your woman, and vice versa too. A good woman is not gonna put you in harm's way. A good woman is not gonna start fights. A good woman is not gonna start fights with people just to see you fight them. Okay? Yes, as a man, you're gonna protect your wife or girlfriend for sure. 19, wow. You're definitely young, man. But you know what? Even though you're 19, I know living in the Bronx, sometimes you become so experienced because the Bronx is rough. I'm actually 50 years old, so I'm 30 years older than you. So I've been through a lot. But yeah, even though you're 19, living in the Bronx, I'm pretty sure was rough and tough, bro. Rough and tough. Because I used to live in New York for a year in Brooklyn, and I was, back in 01. And even then, I was like, man, New York is a different beast, boy. New York is a different beast when it comes to Miami. Miami's tough, but New York is definitely tough also. Brooklyn's tough. The Bronx is tough. Wow. So yeah. But warriors, even though you're young, use this time to learn a lot about life. Use this time to grow, okay? You're 19. You have your whole life ahead of you, okay? Warriors, you have your whole life ahead of you, man. You know what I mean? Stay focused. Stay focused. Because, again, being 19, 20 years old, you're going to make mistakes. I made lots of mistakes at that age. Trust me. Stay focused. Stay focused, okay? Stay focused and try to surround yourself with good energy people, okay? Try to surround yourself with people with good energy. All right? Stay away from the BS. Stay away from the BS. Don't get caught up in the wrong crowd. Don't get caught up in the drug game or the gangster gang, whatever. Again, in New York, I used to live in New York for a year. I know there's a lot of gangs up there. But my time in New York, nobody ever really tried me. Like, actually, one guy didn't like me one guy in New York tried me. Well, he didn't try me to my face, but he told one of my friends that he didn't like me. He had issues with me, and I'm like, but I didn't even do anything to him. But my time in New York was cool. I never got into any fights in New York, but I know it's a tough place. It's a tough place. So yeah, being that young, warriors, man, you have your whole life ahead of you, man. You have a whole life ahead of you, and I'm done with all that. To be honest, I'll just okay, warriors. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm glad to hear you're done with all that BS. And I know juvie could be rough, but hey, it is what it is. We all make mistakes. Trust me, I made mistakes too, bro. You know what I mean? In my 19, 18 years old, whatever, I made mistakes too. Trust me. But now you have a fresh outlook on life. All right? And juvie is behind you now. Okay? If juvie's behind you, don't let it define you. Don't let that define you, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know you personally, but trust me, you're a good person. You have to be a good person. Just the fact that you're explaining everything like this tells me that, there's definitely hope for you, bro. So yes, leave all that BS behind, man. It's time to build each other. It's time to uplift each other. All right. But the issue now is I got anger problems. Warriors. I hear you. I hear you. When I was younger, I used to be. I used to have anger problems also because again, I grew up playing basketball in Miami, and you know how people trash talk a lot in the basketball game, and I was yeah. But as I got older, I realized why. Once you get older, you're gonna realize why am I wasting energy on people that don't matter? Okay, so basically, warriors, look at it this way: as you get, if you see yourself getting mad, just ask yourself why are you wasting your energy on somebody that doesn't matter? Okay, because most people around you, meaning that you know what I'm saying, people in the streets, people in the stores, people in the mall, whatever, whoever you come across don't matter to you. So don't waste your energy being mad at them, because it takes energy to get mad also. I realized that later on in life, that I stopped wasting my energy being mad on somebody that doesn't matter. And I say that to say, if I'm walking, I used to have I used to have road rage also. I used to have road rage. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I ain't gonna lie. But as I got older, I realized, number one, it's just dangerous because people have guns everywhere, especially in Miami. And, it's just not worth it. And number two, these days, if a car cuts me off or anything like that, instead of getting mad, I just drive away. I'm still mad, but I stopped the road rage, because once I drive away, I eventually calm down. So, because I told myself, no more wasting energy on people that just doesn't matter. All right. So my advice to you and to everybody else, warriors, is that if you see yourself getting mad over something, just simply walk away, but because at the end of the day, it's just not worth it, man. It's not worth going to jail. It's not worth catching a case. It's just not worth it. I've always said this, believe it or not. Let's say I come home. You mean well educated, to be honest, level-headed. Yes, yes, warriors. I actually have. I'm glad you said that. I actually have 3 degrees. Actually, I have 3 degrees, and I'm not bragging. I'm saying that to say, I went to college for many years because I just wanted to just know more about life. Okay, so yes, and I know college isn't for everybody like that. I know everyone says college isn't for everybody, but as you get older, life becomes an experience also. So yeah, I am level-headed, and also remember, I'm also a martial artist, and in my cage fights, I gotta be calm also. Believe it or not, most MMA fighters during the fight, we're actually calm, because if we get too excited, then we get knocked out. So I learned how to just be level-headed. I learned to just be calm, because as a true martial artist, you got to be able to control your emotions, control your mind. When I'm in the cage fighting, I'm actually thinking. I'm not overthinking. I'm actually calm and level-headed in the cage. Believe it or not, even though homeboy's swinging at me. So yeah, that's why. And so yeah, so like I said, my advice is, warriors and everyone else, if you feel like you're getting upset at somebody or upset at a situation, walk away. And then I guarantee you, eventually it's gonna get better. Eventually, I'm gonna tell you the story too. I used to tell people, let's say I come home and see my girlfriend, let's say I come home and see my girlfriend cheating. Most men will get mad and hurt the guy or whatever, or the girl. No, me personally, if I was to come home and see my girlfriend cheating, I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get sad, whatever. But you know what? I'm just gonna walk away, because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna risk my life. I'm not gonna risk prison for somebody who's clearly disrespecting me. So that's what I would do. It's not worth going to prison for somebody who's disrespecting you. It's just not worth it, man. It's just not worth it. So yes, warriors, even though you had juvie in the past, that's behind you now. Now you have your whole future ahead of you, warriors. You have your whole future ahead of you, bro. You know what I mean? And you'd be surprised if you put your mind to something, you'd be surprised what you can accomplish. All right. Me personally, when I was doing my goals, I wasn't going for the money. I was going for the happiness. I was going for the satisfaction. You know, chase the happiness, not the money, and everything else falls into place. I'm gonna say it again. Chase the happiness. Don't chase the money, because everything else is gonna fall into place. Because if you find a career or a goal that you're truly happy in, the money's gonna come in anyway. You see what I'm saying? Because just because you're rich don't mean you're happy. I know a lot of people who have money and they're not happy. You know, I don't care. I don't know what to do in life though. It's okay, Warriors. It's okay because Warriors, you're still young. So it's okay to be, you know, it's okay if you don't know exactly what you want to do yet. It's okay. Trust me. At 19, I get it. But just keep positive thoughts in your mind. Everyone else seems to have everything you figured out. Also, Warriors, I'm glad you said that also. Here's another tip about reaching your goals and stuff. My advice also is try not to worry about everybody else, because, you know, focus a lot on yourself, you know, meaning that take motivation from other people, don't get me wrong, but just focus on yourself as far as say, you know what, okay, I know I could do this. Even though right now you still don't know exactly which direction you want to go to, but just know this thing. Just know this. Always keep it positive, all right? And just try new things. Try your hand in whatever it is, martial arts or this and that, whatever it is. You know what I mean? But focus a lot on yourself and try not to worry about what other people are doing or what other people, meaning that, you know, if your friends are doing this, good for them. Good for them. If your family members doing this, good for them. But just tell yourself, okay, now what can I do? Which path can I take? And I guarantee you, man, it's gonna come. It's gonna come. One day, you're gonna wake up and say, boom, I got it. I'll do this. Boom, 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 boom. You know? Sometimes it just pops up in your mind like that. So again, I'm not trying to say, oh, it's easy. Life is easy. No, life is not easy. Life is hard. Life is hard. But life is hard for everybody. The question is, how are you going to stand out amongst the other people? Because truly somebody, you know, even though life is hard for a lot of people, a lot of people have made it out. You know, if they could do it, you could do it too. And, you know, and Warriors, you know, being, you know, again, I don't care which part of the world everyone's from, you know, of course, some places are much harder than other places as far as growing up wise. I get that. So, you know, again, I'm trying to be conscious about that. But what I'm saying is, whatever you want to do, man, it's going to pop up in your head one day. One day, you're going to wake up. And one day, you're going to wake up and be like, I got it. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do that. And you're going to feel so good when you do it too. But yeah, man, being 19 years old, man, you have your whole life ahead of you, man. But my advice is stay out of trouble. Also, one of my good friends told me this a long time ago. He told me, Fitz, the higher you go up, the more of your friends are going to be left behind. The ones that don't want to do anything. Okay? The thing is, I'm not that, you know, you're friendly. And a lot of my friends are running the streets. Can't really just make the new friends. You know what? You know, I see what you're saying, Warriors. You know, I see Warriors. But what you cannot do is run the streets for sure. And you know that. Because running the streets, it's a dead end. You know what I mean? No, you know what I mean? Being in the streets is, you know, I went to a high school down here that's known for being a bad school. I went to a bad high school, meaning, you know, a whole bunch of gangsters, a whole bunch of shootings, a whole bunch of fights going on, you know, back in my high school days. Once I graduated, I realized I can't hang around certain people anymore because they're getting killed or going to prison or doing illegal stuff. And I knew that was not my life. You know what I mean? So I basically distance myself from a lot of them. I don't even go to my high school reunions. Yes, I don't go to my high school reunions because I left that life already. So warriors, even though you're not that friendly, it's okay. But what you cannot do is, again, don't go back in the streets. I'm not saying cut your friends off cold turkey. I'm just saying if your friends want to go do something bad, just say, hey, but I'm staying home today. And eventually just work on yourself. Work on yourself. We're selling if teachers weed. Oh my gosh. Wow, that is crazy. We're selling that is crazy. I mean, yeah, man, but that is crazy, man. But just know that you're not a bad person, man. You're not a bad person. Some people are placed in bad situations, but don't mean they're bad people. All right? Just because my school were bad also. Oh my God. Selling weed to the teachers, that definitely oh yeah. That definitely it's not funny, but it's kind of funny. Wow. But yeah, my school was bad, man. We said, I mean, there was fights every day, boy. Oh my God, my school was bad. And it didn't make it worse. My school was next to my school was really bad. And next to our school was another school that's known for having bad people. So there were like two bad schools next to each other, like literally next to each other. And talk about a mistake. Oh, there was fights all the time, and my friends got shot in school. Oh, anyway, so yeah, it was bad. It was bad. But once I graduated, I knew I wasn't gonna hang out with those guys anymore. I just focused on myself. So, and being, again, I know the Bronx. I've been in the Bronx before. I did live in Brooklyn for a year, so it's definitely tough up there. It's definitely tough in New York. And I was born in Haiti, by the way, and grew up in Miami. Yeah, so I've been around a lot of interesting fellas. Let's put it that way. But at the end of the day, as I got older and older, as I kept, I went to college, this and that, as I kept doing more stuff to build my life, those people that I used to hang with in high school, slowly, basically, I distance myself from them. Sometimes not by purpose, just because I was going this path, it was going to that path. So as you go up in life, as you keep growing, as you keep experimenting, as you keep reaching your goals, whatever it is, as you keep climbing yourself in life, eventually your high school friends, everything like that, are gonna be less, more and more distance from you, okay? Because again, there's no life in the streets, man. There's no life in the streets. If you could help some of them, great. If you can help some of your friends make it, that's great. But at the end of the day, there's no life in the streets, man. Haiti's a beautiful country. So yeah, man, that's another thing too. Haiti right now, especially Port-au-Prince. I was born in Port-au-Prince, which is the capital of Haiti. Right now, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It is bad. People are being kidnapped over there. It's pretty bad, man. And it sucks. Because Haiti is a beautiful country. It really is, man. It really is. Beautiful people. Good people. But, unfortunately, the president got assassinated a couple years ago. And so, but Haitians are strong people, and I know we're going to get through this. But as you can see, warriors, it's getting dark right now. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this live stream. Good chatting with you, warriors, man. Thank you for showing support. I appreciate you. And then I'm going to go live again. Don't worry. And I'm going to keep doing videos like this just to motivate everybody out there, because I want y'all to know there's hope out there for everybody. There's hope out there for y'all, man. Okay? But warriors, I'm going to go ahead and log off right now. I'm going to catch you next time, okay? I'm going to go live later on, say tonight, okay, warriors? All right, man, warriors. You take care also, okay, man? And thanks for the love. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all y'all. Peace.